How's it going, everyone? My name is Adam Lentz, and I'm back with another week of my Derelict Update Logs. This week was super efficient because last week was not. um, so I really made sure I made up for the lost time from last week, and you can see there's a whole lot of stuff happening in the map as well as stuff you can't see behind the scenes. So first, I'm just gonna go over what's obvious. You can see the grass has been changed. It's much thicker. It's much better. And then if I were to put it into a optimization view mode, shader complexity, let those shaders compile, you'll see that if you watched any of the old videos when I did shader complexity, the grass was all the way up here, even up here. But now you can see shader complexity is there's no red. The only place I know that there is red is this fire here and the water. But that's to be expected when you're rendering transparency things. And honestly, it's kind of misleading. It's not as bad as it looks. Um, Even though it looks bad from this view mode, there are a lot of other things that the game takes into account when it comes to processing, including if we go into shader and quads, you'll be able to see that the quads add to the shader complexity. So you can see all the quads, and you can see how the grass actually does affect the lag. However, it's still way better than anything I had before. Um, Shader complexity gets a little nasty over here, but that's to be expected. I actually do plan on doing some form of LOD with the water there. But that'll come in due time. Let's get out of this nasty green mode. Although I do love seeing everything being green. Let's go back to this. So you see I repainted the land, and there's a bunch of places where I just kind of lazily went right over the road. So I'll fix that as well. But let's show you what I've got in runtime. So there's a few things I got to show you guys if it wants to go into runtime. There we go. The shirt's a little messed up. I'm going to do something with that, so don't worry about that. I did edit the shirt models to make them a little thinner and to make it look like he wasn't so goddamn thick. Also, as he walks through the grass, he tramples it. Oh. So this is using something called a material collection parameter. And that's basically means that I can hook my C++ code to get vectors or scalars and use it inside of the material for runtime. So any material instances I have can take that parameter and then edit it. So you can see here as I walk through the grass, it deforms around me. Kind of gives it some method of, immersion. Doesn't work for the NPCs yet, don't know how. You can see that I did get all their animations and pathfinding and stuff all figured out. You can also kill them and they will die now, unlike just being able to shoot them a lot. So, however, I'll show you the Remington. I didn't update any more first-person meshes, so we still have that issue with the hands, and that's something I plan on just grinding out this week. So, you can see, I got the scope's parallax effect now. So, using the parameter collection, material parameter collection, I think it's called. I was able. Oh, and also ignore this. I know. It's really bad, the crouching. This on the docket to redo. So, using that same parameter I used for the grass, I was able to do the character's motion speed and get some offsets for the things like the vignette I added and the crosshair as well. Get to move at different speeds, give it a sense of depth. So if I move really hard this way, the scope unfocuses like it would, and it just gives it a bit of a feeling of immersion again. So the scope is now cooler. Let's see. Let's pull out. I'll use this. I've gotten ragdolls figured out. Oh, ignore the reload animation. Again, there's animations I've yet to redo from the character. I'm just, rocking and rolling. Um, so all the bullets still do the same damage. Do it in third person, but bop. It'll take 4 hits just because the placeholder damage is 25. But when he dies, come here, you. Quit running from me. Blep. He ragdolls, yay! And all the clothes ragdoll with him. And if he had armor on, his armor would ragdoll with him as well. So, speaking of armor, bup, missed. Come here, stupid. Honestly, if I just had an auto gun. Also, some of the materials keep messing up on this. I don't know why, but the glowing materials keep effing. Come on, one more. One more. I missed. Come here. Bop. Oh no, I went right through him. There we go. So yeah, you can see his armor will ragdoll with him, and this is using something called a master pose component. Literally, instead of setting any sort of animation data for the skeletal mesh you want to put over it, like the shirt and the armor and all that fun jazz, you just set its master pose component to the character, which is doing all that for you anyway. So that's what is happening here. And actually, if I go into, I'm on my other monitor right now, so give me a second. I'm gonna move my character 5,000 into the air, let him fall to his death real quick, and he will ragdoll too. So I got rid of the old death animation. Where is my Z coordinate? Just gonna have 5 to the beginning of that. Yay! Down he goes, and you can see his hair interacts with the wind too. But yeah, he ragdolled. Yeah, and now he's just laying there because he's dumb. However, it does seem like his combat thing was there too. You saw his hands move, so a couple things I've yet to figure out, but it was cool. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, optimization for foliage went well. Getting the material parameter stuff going. Some ragdolls. I expanded the map slightly every time. I just try to add a few more buildings just when I'm bored. But I think as far as terrain goes, until I get a good amount of, until I get a lot closer to release, I think we're gonna be good with this terrain. And then I'll add stuff just to make some wilderness for the character to explore. But I need to get the city going and the zone systems and everything. This following week will be combat AI, so by next week the AI will be shooting at you, and I guess close to done, if not done. I don't want to call it done because it probably isn't. There's probably a lot of updates I'll do over time to the AI and a lot of things I'll add, but as far as just the base controller goes, like right now, they're great. They're passive. They pathfind everywhere. They're able to look at the character, get the lean angles for everything when they're focused on someone. All their walk animations are correct. They have the ability to wear armor and clothes and all that fun stuff. So yeah. What else? Trying to think. There were a lot of just back-end things that I did. I optimized code. I created some libraries to help reduce the size of the character, or the humanoid class, as I called it here. The humanoid class. So it had a lot of constructors inside the actual code that didn't need to be there. So I put them into empty C++ classes and basically created dictionaries of armor and weapons and animations and all that stuff. So now there's more C++ classes, but I've reduced the character control script, the humanoid class, by like 1,000 lines of code or something. It's ridiculous. And it actually helps with load times as well, which is odd. Adding more C++ classes I think would have hindered load times, but it actually is noticeably better. But yes. Anyway, that's about all I have to show you guys this week, as far as things I can actually show you that isn't like backend optimization, because there's a lot of that, just bug fixing and writing down bugs and getting ready to make sure the character is steady for the combat system that I'm gonna do, for the NPCs to fight back. So of course I wrote down the crouching glitch and how I'm gonna redo the crouching animations, and there's certain animations that are still gross and not good. So like the full damage animation, and you saw the reload animation for the Remington, and then all the first person rigs. Won't be difficult. It sounds like it's a lot, but each one of those tasks maybe take just 10 or 20 minutes to redo. So not a big deal. Yeah, that's all I have to show you guys this week. If you liked the video, leave it a like. I have a Discord server for this game. It's in the link in the description below. Feel free to join. I have been making a concerted effort to try to post at least once a week to show an update that's before Friday. So if you want to have some more sneak peeks into that, that's there. I also, you can't really tell, but I did update the grass texture, and I'm not sure I'm a fan of it. It looks a lot more gritty. Like you can see all these grid marks in it. So I might upgrade the normal grass texture again, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, my name's Adam Lentz. This is Derelict. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye bye.